Haddock, that has to make you feel a little better. 394.1 at 328
There you go.
miles
That's
per
a
hour.
three-time NHR Funny Car World Champion Ron Capps hitting the track. And get this, you have the chance to witness his talent in person. Joining us in studio with the details is the star himself, racing legend Ron Capps. Welcome and thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
Yeah, so you're in town for the NHRA Northwest Nationals, and I used to always love the ads for SIR back in the day, and they would say, you know, you buy the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So give us an idea of what fans will be checking out there.
Well, if you haven't seen him in person, we were just talking off camera, and it's side by side. And this year, Friday night is the first time under the lights at night in the history of NHRA that we will race at the Northwest Nationals. So nice. Friday night, 9 o'clock is when the night qualifying session is. 330 mile per hour, side by side, flames, 10 feet high, in top fuel and funny cars. So it's going to be a crazy event. And of course, the weather that she just told us about is going to be perfect for racing.
330 miles an hour. What's under the hood of these beasts, and how much G-force are you pulling during a race?
I drive a Toyota super bodied nitro funny car. Now these things are over 10,000 horsepower. So we go 0 to 100 miles per hour in less than 1 second from a standing stop. More G-forces than anything on the planet Earth but a fighter pilot. More than the space shuttle pilots. It's about 6 Gs on a good run. It's negative 8 or 9 Gs when we hit the parachutes, as you just saw the shot with the parachutes coming out. A lot going on in 3.8 seconds, but Pacific Raceways is one of the coolest tracks. I mean, it's been around forever. The history is so crazy. I got my first win in 1995 driving a top fuel dragster, and then I made the switch to funny car, driving for the legend Don Prudhomme. And so love coming here. Yeah, the snake.
Don the Snake Prudhomme.
Yeah. I played with his Hot Wheel cars, you know, when I was a kid. And I went to work for him.
Well, speaking of wins, you have won at least one NHR race per year since 2009. How do you keep that going, and how do you stay just, I mean, on top of that game?
Like you guys, great people around you. I mean, I'm blessed. I've got a lot of trophies at home, but I'm always in the hunt, and that's because we have a great race car and a great sponsor with Napa Auto Parts, Toyota. But Napa Auto Parts is huge in this area, of course. You see the stores everywhere, and we have about 400 of guests coming out for the race, so it's going to be a party. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I have to say, do you get nervous, though?
I'm nervous now, talking to you guys, more than I am. I am more nervous going up I-5 coming here than I am driving 330 miles per hour. And that's probably safer, right?
That's crazy to think about. Okay, 76 wins on the NHRA Tour, an ESPY Award nomination for Best Drivers. So much that you've achieved, but a lot of work goes into that. Because like you mentioned, I mean, when you're pulling, what, 6.5 Gs off the start, I mean, you've got to be in great shape.
Try to be. Yeah, my neck's not the best. 30 years of driving these things, but yeah, it's we are the fastest motorsport by far in the world, but also the safest. And we've seen IndyCar and NASCAR wrecks, and NHRA, we're on fire, we wreck, but we get out, and most of the time we're okay. So I'm very proud of the safety aspect of the sport. But this area with the fans, every year we've come here, it will pack the place. It always is a great side-by-side, great track. And it's one of the old school tracks that you feel like you've gone back in time a little bit. It's just a beautiful place to drive into. So the fans are lucky they've got a track like that here.
Yeah, for sure. The love of the sport. I mean, you probably realized this at an early age that you loved speed, but to really take it to this level of 339 miles an hour, maybe plus some, how do you go from 0 to that? How do you stay in?
Sometimes you wonder in the car, what am I doing? I mean, you literally feel like you're shot into space. But the coolest thing about growing up, me in the sport, and like today, and every fan, if you haven't been to an NHRA drag race, those that have, know, every ticket is a pit pass. So literally, it's like going to a Mariners game and hanging out in the dugout in between innings. You get that kind of access at an NHRA event. So every fan gets to bring their family and meet the John Forces, me, Antron Brown, all the heroes. So it's a very, very good fan experience, and you probably will have memories for the rest of their lives.
And so fans come up to you, you know, at these events, and what is that like for you to be able to come face to face with your fans?
That was me as a kid. I was getting Don Prudhomme's autograph, right? The snake and the mongoose. And now I will walk out, and there'll be 3 generations, a father, a grandfather, and a little kid, all the time at the ropes. So I'll walk out and do autographs right there, and they're able to be 5 feet away from the race car, watch the team put it together, and they go and watch me on the racetrack go 330 miles per hour. So it's a very cool experience, especially for little kids. You know, it takes me back to walk out to do an autograph and see that that glow in their eyes, and they're able to get a picture signed, and it's just it's a great sport.
And you know, you're a race car driver. You're kind of a superstar there, but you're also known to be in some commercials, right?
Yeah, I've done a few. Yeah, thankfully I've got a lot of fun sponsors that enjoy making fun commercials, and it's always good to be a part of.
Yeah, here's a look at that commercial right there. Man, I mean, you're just on point here too. I mean, that's.
Well, yeah, I've had to sing in a few of them, and it's bizarre sometimes. You turn on the Super Bowl, you know, and see yourself in a commercial or doing. But see, it's a lot of fun. They get you singing and having fun, and it's a great sponsor. I've been with them 17 years with Napa Auto Parts. So
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, great people.
World champion Ron Capps, thanks for stopping by. By the way, the NHRA Northwest Nationals begin tomorrow at Pacific Raceways in Kent through Sunday. We have a link for tickets on our website, fox13seattle.com. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.